Welcome to the Mount Route. If you're farming mounts in World of Warcraft, having the right add-ons can save you hours of time and make your grind much more efficient. Today, I'm going to go over the 10 add-ons I think every mount collector should have installed. Let's get started. The first add-on on the list is RareScanner, and this is one that I think every player should have installed, not just mount collectors. RareScanner alerts you whenever a rare NPC, treasure, or event appears nearby, making it much easier to find rare spawns that you could otherwise fly right past. It also places an icon on your map showing where mount dropping rares spawn, and hovering over one of their icons will tell you what mount it can drop and even how to spawn it if there are special requirements. When you first install the add-on, the number of alerts can feel a little overwhelming, but you can easily customize them through the Filters tab. I personally only have mount alerts enabled, but you can also choose to track pets, toys, and other collectibles. World Boss Timers is great for anyone farming mounts from world bosses and rares and don't want to wait around not knowing when it could spawn. Many mounts are locked behind long respawn timers, and without an add-on, it can be difficult to know when the boss is going to be available. World Boss Timers tracks these spawns from your last kill and helps you know when you should return to check for the kill. Instead of wasting time constantly checking, this add-on will help you plan your farming sessions way more efficiently. NPC Time is a simple but extremely useful add-on for mounts that require you to find an NPC that only appears during certain times or conditions. It will tell you exactly how long the shard has been open and lets you plan around those pesky spawn timers and can save a lot of frustration. A great example of this is the Frightened Kodo mount. This rare has a long respawn timer and resets within a couple of minutes of running around, but if you get a fresh shard, the rare is guaranteed to be up. Saved Instances is one of the most useful add-ons for anyone who farms lots of mounts. Saved Instances keeps track of all of your characters and shows important information like their raid lockouts, dungeon lockouts, and any world bosses you might have completed. This is extremely helpful because many rare mounts come from these weekly lockouts. Instead of logging onto every character one at a time to check what content they've already completed, Saved Instances gives you all that information in one place. TomTom and PasteNG work extremely well together when farming mounts or doing quests. TomTom adds waypoint arrows and map coordinates, making it much easier to navigate to specific locations in the world. The problem is that manually entering dozens of coordinates can be annoying, which is where PasteNG comes in. PasteNG allows you to copy a list of coordinates or waypoints and paste them directly into the game, automatically creating all of the TomTom waypoints for you. This combination is extremely useful for mount farming because many guides are going to provide exact locations for rares and treasures. Instead of searching around or manually typing each coordinate, you can simply paste the locations and follow the arrows straight to your destination. Rarity has long been one of the most popular add-ons for mount collectors, allowing you to track exactly how many attempts you've made for each mount drop. It was affected by the major add-on changes introduced in Midnight, leaving it unavailable for a while, but the good news is that the newly revamped version is now out. With Rarity, every time you defeat a boss, loot a rare, or complete an activity that can reward a mount, the add-on automatically tracks your attempts and displays your total kill count and drop chance. If you've ever wondered how many times you farmed a mount like Invincible or Ashes of Alar, Rarity keeps track of it all. Better Fishing is a quality of life add-on that makes fishing much more convenient. One of its best features is the ability to fish using WoW's interact key. So instead of trying to click on your bobber, you can simply press your interact key when you get a bite. It also lets you cast with a double right click, automatically equips your fishing gear when you start fishing, and switches back to your normal gear when you're finished. It also features optional sound alerts so you don't miss a snag. If you're spending time fishing for mounts like the Great Sea Ray, Better Fishing is going to make the entire process much smoother and a lot less repetitive. All the Things is an add-on that tracks nearly every collectible in World of Warcraft, including mounts, pets, toys, achievements, and more. The biggest benefit for mount collectors is that it shows you exactly what you're missing and where you can obtain it. You can browse by expansion, zone, dungeon, raid, or even achievement. making it much easier to find new mounts to farm. And lastly, Mount Journal Enhanced. This is one of the best quality of life add-ons you can install as a collector. It expands the default mount journal with features like advanced search and filtering, and also has a cool feature where you can see how many times you have rode a mount and the distance traveled. Whether you're working toward collecting every mount in the game or just trying to stay organized, Mount Journal Enhanced is going to make managing your collection faster, easier, and more convenient than the default mount journal. And that's it. Those are the add-ons I think every mount collector should have installed. They won't make the mounts drop any faster, unfortunately, but they will make the grind a whole lot easier and help you stay organized along the way. If I missed an add-on you think collectors should know about, let me know in the comments. I'd love to check it out. If you found this guide helpful at all, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more World of Warcraft mount guides and farming tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.